Sarnia, I'm Katie Horvath. I'm here today with Bill Hawkins. Bill is looking for a seat in the upcoming municipal election as a city councillor. Bill, thanks a lot for coming in to chat with me today.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know you, aren't familiar with you yet, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for city council?
Well, I was born in Point Edward, Ontario, and I lived most of my life in the city of Sarnia. I worked around St. Thomas at the Ford plant. I worked at Holmes Foundry. Most of my working has been in construction. The reason I want to run for city council is because I think our city is going to pots, and we have to pull it out of the hole. We have to get this bickering stopped. There's just too much bickering there and waste of money. Our children and our seniors need to be looked at better than what we're doing. And also, we've been getting a lot of free, like the McLean Center, the Jackson Pool, a lot of buildings and pools we've got, people donated, and where's all the money go? Like, do we just take the money and let them run all down and then tear them down? And then we try to build new with no money that we don't have and go back in debt. The same with the arena. We built the arena in the wrong part of town for a start. Plus, we had a partnership they walked out on and we had to remortgage. It's all foolishness. I'm not a politician for sure. I just think we need change, and I think I can help with that change. I think we need people. When we bid jobs like that park that was so much overruns in that dock, we need aldermen that are going to go down there and actually see what's going on and make sure that they're not putting the hose to us, because that was a big waste. Very, very, very foolish waste. The trees, nothing grows under them trees. They never took a tree down. So what'd they do there for millions of dollars?
So what is it about you personally? You think you would like to have change at City Hall. So what is it about you personally that you feel would make you a good representative for the people of Sarnia?
I've been around a long time and I see the waste. I don't believe in waste. I think we can do it a lot better than what we're doing. There's so much money going out the door, you know, just haphazardly, and we have people in that's running the city that shouldn't even be running. It should be run by the people, the mayor, and the councilman, not high-paying people. That's you know what I'm getting at.
I understand what you're
okay.
saying.
I think a lot of people do.
So for this part of the interview, I'd like to get kind of your general reflections on the current term. I know you've touched on some of it already, but could you discuss in a little bit more detail some things that maybe were done well, some things that you would like to improve upon if you are elected?
Well, personally, I haven't seen too much that was done well.
Okay.
Really. Everything we've done, it's just been more cost. So personally, I don't think we've done too much well. The Vital Street Bridge is a big example. How many years we've been working on that? Half the road's gone, going to the plants are closed. I think in the beginning should have been thought about tearing that bridge down and put a 2-lane bridge there. And probably would have been cheaper than, because I guarantee you the other side of that bridge is going to need the same work underneath as the other side that's getting done now. Mm-hmm. And I think that was a big, foolish mistake what they did, rushed into that, putting all that money. It's millions, it's not thousands, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we got some of the lanes closed off because of the bike lanes, which I agree with bike lanes, mm-hmm. but the plants are all gone down there. Mm-hmm. The traffic's not there like it used to. Right. We don't need that big, ugly bridge.
Okay.
So
that's fair enough. So there has been this past term the addition of the SMART surveys online to get more public input. They've done some public info sessions about various issues. On the flip side of that, there's been some criticism saying that they're not quite getting as much public input as some would like. So what are your thoughts on the public input process, and are you satisfied with how much public input is had for decision making by council?
Let me get this straight. You're saying that council's not getting out enough? Like they're not letting them?
So this council, they brought in the addition of something called the SMART surveys, where citizens can write their opinions about certain issues online through a survey. They've also done some public consultation meetings on various issues. Now my question is, are you satisfied with the amount of public input that goes into some of the decisions? No.
I honestly think if a person runs for city council, he should be willing, and I don't know much about what goes on there, but I'm assuming they have a meeting once a week or whatever, or once a month, whatever. If you run for council, you should be want to help the people, and if they want to come up there in person instead of all this stuff behind the scenes and everything, they want to come up there in person and chat, and it takes till midnight, it takes till midnight. If you're a servant of the city, that's what should happen. This, you got a big boring steel to get in line up to go in there and talk about a problem you got is very wrong. That's not working for the city. That's not working for the people. And anybody that wants to go there should be able to go there. And yes, maybe call the day before or that day and say, I want to speak. I think it should be all open. I think anybody that wants to have a say should have a say, no matter what it takes. I really believe that.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. So moving into the third part of this interview, this is where I generally like to ask you the specifics of what you are running on. So in general, what do you think are the three most important issues that face the people of Sarnia?
I think we need to utilize our civil servants better, and I mean all of them. I think we need to utilize the Skits High School. I think we could house a lot of public servants and a lot of, people there. It has great parking. It's a great building. Yes, it's going to cost a few bucks. But from my understanding, a lot of people are running wild from City Hall because there's not enough room in there. And I just think that school could be utilized instead of tearing it down. And a lot of cities have older buildings for their City Hall. And I think that would be a good thing for it. So
okay.
The other thing is the kids and the seniors. We need to, instead of getting people to work with the kids, getting a pat in the back and then leaving it, just like the skate park. People need to, if they're going to help and want to help, or even if we have to hire people to get these kids off the street and away from drugs, they need to do it because they want to. They need to do it because they want to, and they want to help them kids, because it's getting bad in this city. I know a lot of people don't like to think about it, but it is. It's their kids, my kids, everybody's kids. And we are raising grandkids, me and my wife, and so that's the other.
Yeah, that's actually leading into the next question that
sorry.
I had for you. No, that's okay, that's okay. But it is on mental health and addictions in Sarnia-Lambton.
It is, it's getting bad.
It is, so could you comment kind of in general your thoughts on the matter and maybe some strategies to put in place to help people lift them out of those situations?
We need people that are going to stand behind it. Like I said before, I worked for the 404 house. We didn't make much money. It was pretty well peanuts, but we stayed there. And the people that I was with at the time, we did it for the kids. We did a lot of things. We took them traveling to the Detroit Zoo. We took them up north. We built them a houseboat. There were so many things, and all we had to do was ask the main churches in downtown Sarnia, Imperial Oil, Hydro One, or OPG right there. They helped us. We did grass for seniors that give us a little money to help us buy stuff. But you have to want to do that. You can't just go in there for a pat in the back and hop out. You can't. So
you have to really invest in it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we need, every time these kids get picked up for small, marijuana, a little piece of marijuana, you read in the paper, well, he was leaving a known drug house. Why aren't our police raiding these drug houses?
As opposed to the small little piece of...
Well, they know these guys are leaving these places. Why don't they raid them? Why don't they... I have my reasons. I don't want to say it's going to get big trouble, but...
Okay, that's fair. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No.
So, if you are elected, what could we expect from you personally, and how you would kind of build relationships with the taxpayers and citizens?
Well, first of all, like I said, I think if you want to be a councilman, you should be out meeting people. You should be out on the jobs. When we bid a big job like that park or that crazy dock or the Vital Street Bridge, go and find out why it's taken so long or why it is actually screwed up. Yes, we have engineers. Are they doing their job? I don't know. I sometimes think not, because why are we doing the bridge 4 or 5 times? Yeah, the other thing is, like I said about the dock there, why was it even moved? I don't know what the reasoning behind that was. That was foolish to me. You know, we could have left it right where it was. Is that to help big money at the other big dock, or was that just to, you know, what was it all about? Like, why was it moved? Why was it even moved?
I guess there's
You know, why is that band shell facing the Americans? Like, so they can watch it free in their boats or what? You know, like foolish things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I've heard a lot of people talking about the position of the stage and when the sun's setting, kind of staring right into the sun.
the park's wrecked.
Yeah.
Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah. Well.
So
Hey, you're allowed to say what you think. So there's 28 people that are running total for the city seats. So myself, and I know a lot of people feel the same way, we haven't really decided who we're going to vote for. So for the people watching, why should I vote for you?
well, I wish everybody luck. I mean, and I hope the other 27 or 28, whatever they are doing it for the right reasons. When I first came to City Hall to seek about running, they said I have a $50,000, I could spend up to $50,000. Well, personally, I think if a person is going to spend $50,000 to run for a seat in the city, he has ulterior motives. He's not doing it for the right reasons. He's in there to speculate and maybe see what's going ahead of him, and so he can, you know, I don't think he has the right stuff going. I'm not in there for none of that. I'm in there, I want to see the city change. I want to see the kids and seniors get better taken care of and have... Everything costs money here for kids and seniors. Mm-hmm. I know we have a beautiful place on East Street, but it costs the seniors money. Mm-hmm. So a lot of seniors that grew up in my area don't have the pensions that right. These guys got today.
Yeah, a lot of people living on a fixed
income.
And
they're living on fixed income. Mm-hmm. They're scared to go and have a beer and relax. How are they going to afford to go to that place on East Street and have fun when they can't afford to even get in there?
Right, I understand. So that's it for questions that I have for you, but I want to give you the opportunity, if there's anything that I may have missed or something that you wanted to say, what's kind of your final message for the people of Sarnia?
Well, I'm just saying, if you vote for me, give me a chance. I really want to try and make a change. I can't just make a change myself. People have to want to make a change, and people have to agree. And I think getting along with each other up there and bringing the city back to the mayor and council and city is going to be a big step. No 3 or 4 people should be telling us what we have to do and putting all these boundaries in the city hall and making things so rough that people just shake their heads. You know, we look foolish. In Windsor, people just think we're a bunch of, you know, not all their people with our city hall. It's not good. Petrolia, they think, you know, what's going on in City Hall. I mean, it's foolish. What's going there is very foolish. Should never happen.
Okay. So I wanted to, again, thank you for taking the time to come out today and chat and kind of introduce yourself to the people watching. So Sarnia, thanks for watching. Again, this is Bill Hawkins. If you like what Bill has to say, the poll's open online and by telephone on October 11th through to October 22nd. This is called Into the City. Thanks for watching.